Hey guys, what's up? It's Chris here, iTouchiPodz, and today I'm going to be reviewing for you guys the new iPod Touch 4G, the 4th generation. A little over a week ago, Apple released this in stores, and ever since I've been playing with it. I haven't put it down yet. This features that this thing has over the previous models are really cool, and I can't wait to show them to you in this review. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. Hey guys, so like I said, I have the review to do here for you guys of the new iPod Touch 4th generation from Apple. Now, this new iPod has some big step-ups from the previous version, the 2nd generation or 3rd generation iPod Touch, which I'll show you a little later on in this video. But right now, let's go ahead and just cover some basics. This new iPod is not going to be easy on your wallet. It does come in at 3 different versions, 8GB, 32GB, which I have, and the 64GB. Prices for those are for the 8GB, $229, 32GB, $299, and for the 64GB, $399. So it's going to cost you a pretty penny to get your hands on this new device. But overall, in the end of this video, you'll see if it's worth it or not. Let's go ahead and talk about the design of this new iPod Touch and some things that we could see have already changed on the exterior and interior of this product. Now, the design itself of this new iPod has slimmed down much from the previous model, which you guys, if you caught my comparison video, you will see the comparisons up close of the two models, but right here you can see them as well. This new version comes in at 0.28 inches. That's 0.28 inches, not thick, but 0.28 inches thin. This is so thin that you have no problem holding it, you have no problem walking around using it, you have no problem putting it in and out of your pocket. It's not heavy at all. It weighs around 3.5 ounces, a little bit more than that, so it is very light to carry. On the outside here, you guys can see the 3.5-inch multi-touch display. Not much has changed about that, except for, I don't know, something pretty major, like something called the retina display. I don't know if you guys have heard about that yet, but it is, they do have it built in on the iPhone 4s as well, which gives the screen a new, just a whole new image, if you guys want to call it that, to the screen, where text, videos, images, pictures, everything is going to show up brighter, more vibrant. It's going to be easier to just view everything on this screen. Websites look fantastic on this iPod. You can zoom in all the way. You're not going to get any pixelated images. You're going to have the words right there, nice, up close and clear. With this Retina display, you get a 960 by 640 display. That's 326 pixels per inch, which is going to give you a nice, much better image. You're not going to get any pixelation at all with this new screen. It's compared to the iPhone 4. There's not much of a difference screen-wise. You can't really tell, except for if you tilt it to the sides like that a little bit, up and down, you guys can see how the screen will start to get black almost a little bit, and that's because it doesn't have the same IPS panels as the iPhone 4 has, where if you had an iPhone 4 and you turned it a little bit like this, you'd still see it like you were seeing it head on. It wouldn't get a little bit dark like that, but you won't have that much as a problem with that with the iPod Touch. The Retina display just brings this iPod screen to a whole new level where the apps look better, the home screen looks better, internet looks better, everything just looks so much better with this new Retina display. On the side of the device, you'll see 2 separate volume buttons now. Unlike the volume rockers on the previous version, you now have 2 separate buttons that you could push in and out right there. On the top of the device, they have moved the sleep, awake, and power button onto the right-hand side of the iPod. It depends on which side you're looking at it. Left-hand side if you're looking at it from the back. And they also moved it down a little bit to the back, towards the back of the iPod. So it is a little bit more flush with the iPod now. It's not so much sticking out. I kind of like it. I'm getting used to it. You're used to pushing down on the top. Now you have to get used to kind of pushing down on the iPod itself on the back. But you get used to it very simple. I think it's much more comfortable to turn it on and off. If you move on to the bottom of the device, you guys have a speaker grill right there on the bottom. You guys will see close-up pictures of that. You have your 30-pin Apple dock, and you also have your headphone connector. And you also have your headphone jack. The speaker grill does help the sound of this iPod a lot. It has much better quality sound than the previous version of the iPod Touch. You can see it, you can hear it so much clearer, and when you're charging and syncing, you could also hear it clearer as well because it's not being blocked by the dock. Like I said, the shape has changed a bit. You do not have the bulky back where it protrudes out like in the original version. It does go up a little bit and then it gets flat right down there. You guys can see how it gets flat. So it's much easier to place on a surface and tap it and type away or view videos. Unlike on the original version, you'd do that and you'd maybe get a little wobble. You'd get you guys would see you get a little wobble, and on this version, it's just going to be flat down there, and you don't have to worry about it wobbling or moving at all because of the flatter back, which also adds to the slimness of the design of this new iPod. Now, what everyone is really looking forward to is the 2 cameras that Apple added onto this new iPod Touch. There's one camera right there on the back, right next to the microphone, and there's a camera right there on the top, that little dot right there, that's a camera on the front of the device. Now, with both of these cameras, you can use Apple's new application, FaceTime. What that allows you to do is it allows you to chat with others via email. You can chat iPod to iPod, or you can chat iPod to iPhone. It's really cool. There's no lag whatsoever in video calls. You guys will see a little demo here. I requested somebody to call me on Twitter, and this person called me. And you guys can see that the quality is very nice. There's not that much lag. It depends on how strong your Wi-Fi signal is going to be, but the quality is very nice with FaceTime. With the back camera on this new iPod, you can do HD video recording at 720p and 30 frames per second. It also has the built-in microphone, like I said, and pictures that you take with this back camera are going to come out to 960 by 720, and you can also tap to focus when you're using both cameras as well. Now, the pictures with the back camera are okay, and then the picture with the front camera get a little bit worse. It's nothing really to complain about because you have a camera on your iPod. The front camera can shoot VGA quality photos and videos at 30 frames per second.
Oh my God.
You can tap to focus, like I said, in videos and in pictures. You can zoom in on pictures. You can't zoom in during videos. But the cameras do give you a whole nother option now. Instead of having to import pictures onto your iPod, you can take them right here on your iPod. So it's basically like an iPhone, but without the phone. For people that don't want to get tied up in AT&T contracts, this is going to be the perfect option for them. You get the camera, you get the iPod, FaceTime, internet, email, everything you put on the iPhone except for calling, basically. With voice over IP, like Skype and applications like that, you can basically do calling as well, and email. With email and different applications, you can text too. So this is basically, if you don't want an iPhone contract, you can definitely get this iPod Touch. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's definitely going to come in handy. You guys will see a couple pictures here that I took with the cameras. You can rotate from the front camera to the back camera. You guys see a couple pictures and videos here, how the quality is. It does look pretty nice. Like I said, it's not the best quality in the world, but it is on an iPod Touch. It's going to be the best quality camera that you're going to find out there on any MP3 player.
I'm scared of the
Find me another MP3 player that's going to have something better than this and have all these features. This is really this is the top of the line MP3 player that you guys can get. If you guys are looking for an iPod, this is going to be the iPod you want to go for. Don't go for the Nano or the Shuffle. Go for the 8GB iPod if you want a little bit lower price range. $229, not too bad. You get an MP3 player, you get a camera, a video camera. This thing has it all, really. It's basically the iPhone, but without the phone. Now, my overall pick of this, to buy it for you guys, would you buy it or would you not buy it? Would I buy it or would I not buy it? I would definitely pick this up if I were you. This product is a must-have of 2010. This is one of my favorite products from Apple so far, next to the iPad and the iMac. It's definitely the screen, the way it handles the new iOS 4.1, where everything runs perfect, it runs faster, it runs clearer and cleaner. Everything is so smooth on this new iPod Touch with multitasking, with the A4 chip helping it advance. It runs so flawlessly. Everything on this iPod is amazing, and I definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and pick up your own. You will get fingerprints and scratches on the back, but what can you do? That's what all the iPod Touch do and have. But you can get something to protect that if you want. But all around, this is a great device. I definitely think you guys should pick this up. For the price, yeah, it's a little expensive, but I definitely think this is a must-have. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Favorite, comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know if you own an iPod Touch 4th generation. Let me know how you like it. And if you don't, let me know if you want one or not and why. Either in a text or video response down below. So like I said, thanks for watching my video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.